Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This will be a video on part of what happened in the finale episode of World Beyond, episode 10 of season 2, the finale episode. So spoiler alert if you're not caught up. Okay, in this video I want to focus on just the fight scene between Jadis and Jennifer, and mainly what Jadis was saying about who we think she was talking about, Rick, of course, so we'll focus on that. But starting out, I want to say in those last moments, when their two weapons were locked together, you could see Jadis's hand slide down, but Huck's eyes, or Jennifer's eyes, never noticed that. You know, like look down, like, oh, she's reaching down for her knife. So I'm wondering if she did notice that and just let it happen because she knew she was going to die anyway. You'd think she'd try to take out Jadis because Jadis is the villain. Like, if I can take out Jadis, that's a big cog out of the machine. But it looks like she didn't even notice her reaching down, getting the knife, and stabbing upwards, which, just in my opinion, in the choreography, if she had noticed that she had reached down for a knife and then tried to maybe get the weapons unlocked in just that last second, but it was just all too quick, and Jadis stabs her. But whatever, I'm not the writer or director. It was a cool fight scene. I liked how it all went down. I'm not complaining. In the one scene when they were talking about the destruction of Omaha and Campus Colony, Jadis threw it back on her after Jennifer said, "It's your fault. You killed 100,000 people. You've got that blood on your hands." And she's like, "You got it on your hands too, because all of the intel that you gave us back the last couple of years allowed us to play this out, destroy a whole city with chemical gases because of the intel that you gave back to us." But again, this is Jadis. She wanted to focus in on Huck, on Jennifer, and her mind and brain in that moment and say, well, you're part of this too. And that's part of Jadis's psychology, like how she thinks. And really, I mean, she's definitely a survivalist, a survivor. Like, I'm going to do anything I can. She's adaptable. But is she still got any good left in her? Is she working with Rick or against him? So let's break down the actual discussion, the lines that Jadis and Jennifer said to each other. Jennifer says, "This is always who you were. My mom, she just lost her way. You traded someone to get into the CR, right? That was your ticket in somebody's life." Jadis says, "People are a resource. I had someone special. I had an A, but I said he was a B, so he wouldn't end up in your mother's lab. I owed him that much. So yeah, I traded someone to get into the city. And then I saw what this world could become. So I signed up. And now I'm doing all the things that you couldn't." So we still don't know what was really so special about Rick. The CDC, something about his blood. There's so many theories out there. That he's a good leader. He's a hard worker. We know Jadis traded many lives, but she traded Rick there at the end. And we think that ultimately is who she's talking about, especially here because she said she had an A, but she called him a B, and she owed him that much so he wouldn't end up in the labs because that's what A's do. A's are test subjects. But the reason he didn't end up in the lab is because she called him a B, a friend. But where did he end up? Why hasn't he been back to Alexandria? What happened? Where's he at now? The resistance, does he have anything to do with that? We still don't know any of that information. Even with that ending scene, the post-credit scene, that only opened up a whole new avenue, a whole new channel, a setup for the movies, a setup for more spinoffs. That just opened up the universe more. It didn't tell us really anything about Rick. I'm sure it ties into Rick somehow, but it didn't tell us anything about Rick. This little moment here in the fight really told us more about Rick, kind of like when Jadis and Jennifer were sitting on the couches in Kubelik's office back at the facility. It's just a mention. But we know it's a mention of him. We know he's special. We just don't know really exactly why. There's been so many theories thrown out there. I've mentioned a few. You guys, if you've been in the comments, you guys know several of them as well. You may even have your own. But there's going to be a bunch of stuff come out the next few weeks because we still got a while before we could possibly hear any more information or at least see anything else or get anything. So, hey. Let's start the theories. Let's see what we can figure out, see what you guys figure out, and put it down below. I'll join you there. This is James in Nashville. As always, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more dead stuff.